What's up everybody, Tommy here, Math Productions, and this video we're back to a singular mod review, and I'm talking about a mod that I've seen before. I've had it bookmarked, I have downloaded it before when it was a brand new mod. It was well before I really got invested in like a more meticulous style of outpost building. When I first got into the game, I really liked as I was exploring the game, collecting all the miscellaneous items, and then going back to my outpost and literally just dropping them out of my inventory and dragging and dropping them into place where I wanted them to be. It was fun and frustrating. It took forever. Eventually, I fell in love with individual decor type mods, and I've actually never gone back to Better Living and gave it a fair shake with my new approach, if you will, to outpost building. Better Living Outpost Decor, it absolutely is a decor focused mod, but what really pushed me over the edge into actually going ahead, re-downloading it this evening, getting it into my load order and testing it out in our current playthrough was a comment from Sliso Savage, and they pointed out that in the central fortified area of this build, there's grass that's sticking up through the flooring. Doesn't personally bother me. I think of it more as like dirt and debris and stuff that got tracked in as people were going in and out, even though very clearly visually it is something that's growing up through the flooring. It's this stuff on screen right here. It's the actual ground terrain. So what I'm testing out here is Sliso Savage pointed out that in the Better Living mod, there is this bulldozer. That's that yellow circle you're seeing on screen. And as you can see, when I hover over objects in the environment, I can actually then press A, and I can completely, permanently delete and remove rocks and trees and shrubs, bushes, even ones that have mineral deposits on them. I can't take down or take out fallen enemies that have downed. That was unfortunate. I was really hoping for that. But again, because of how low I have the fort placed, I wanted that because I wanted the 4 open doorways, if you will, of the walled fort. I wanted those to be ground level so NPCs and myself can just freely walk in and out without having to get any other ramps in place or anything like that. So I purposely put it low, and that's why the actual ground terrain is what's showing in my fort up through the flooring. It's not something that can actually be eliminated or removed or bulldozed with the bulldozer. So kind of disappointed on that. I kind of figured that was the case, in all honesty. I didn't think it was going to work that way. But it is fantastic because while when you're placing stuff, more often than not, you can get those environmental objects to disappear. You can't always remove all of them just by hovering a structure over it. So having the ability to actually remove those, especially like when we were building on the beach in Nasoy, there was a bunch of beach things that were all over that were big structures that wouldn't necessarily be removed when I would try to place like landing pads or warehouses. So this bulldozer actually would have been clutch for those. But for the actual grass, it doesn't necessarily do that. I'm still super thankful that Sliso Savage pointed out this mod, and Something Wicked also came in and seconded the opinion. Because of those two, I downloaded this mod. I absolutely love the variety of decor items that this mod adds. A lot of them are duplicates, if you will, from assets that have been provided to us via other mods that we're already using. But this mod absolutely adds in a ton more assets that are not something that has been available to us to this point. So you absolutely should believe I am incredibly excited to continue to go through each one of these categories one by one, finding things that I can use to place all over my builds. I do also love these assets, way more expensive to build. Literally, they cost way more credits to build than a lot of the other decor mods we've been using. So since I don't want this to be a super easy experience, I want it to be survival-esque in nature, I do kind of like the fact that a lot of the really cool pieces, the really big pieces that Better Living adds, and there are a ton of big pieces, big buildings, whole houses that this mod adds, and those big things cost a big amount of credits to actually be able to build. I like that a lot because it keeps me in check a little bit, if you will, so I can't just go wild putting Rev 8s all over the place. But again, Better Living, absolutely worth a spot on any builder's load order. It is fantastic. It adds hundreds of assets. It does add a bulldozer that works to eliminate those environmental structures, not the base ground texture, if you will, but absolutely those added structures in the environment. You should definitely check out Better Living if you do any sort of building. Thank you again, Sly So Savage, for the recommendation, Something Wicked for the second, and StackGX for making an incredible mod with Better Living. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope that you press the like button. I hope if you did press the like button that you consider subscribing to the channel. It means a lot and it helps a lot when you do. We're getting close to 860 currently on the subscriber count. That is a huge leap from when we started this back in August. I can't thank y'all enough. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Take care.